What's going on, YouTube? It's Sensei, the place to be, chilling with your homie Mr. A&E, back to give you guys another WWE 2K22 video. So today they released the gameplay for WWE 2K22 of Rey Mysterio taking on Damian Priest. And in this gameplay, they broke down every little thing that we did. So what I did was obviously did a reaction of the video, but I wanted to get this out, a breakdown for you guys first, so you guys can probably see the reaction later, because it takes a little bit longer for my reactions to render opposed to doing these game tutorial breakdowns. So when it came to it, we learned a lot of things about the new gameplay mechanics between I think it looks good. Because honestly, I'm a guy who plays fighting games a lot. I'm a huge fighting game. If you guys will see my fighting games, you can check out NC Level Up, subscribe there. And also, if you're still new here, subscribe here for more W2K22 news. But this plays more like a fighting game up my alley, up my speed. I'm a huge Mortal Kombat guy. I play Street Fighter, I play Power Rangers, Battle for the Grid. I'm part of that FGC community. And so the different things that they were talking about in this breakdown was different things that I was like, okay, this is like a fighting game right now. This is what I'm kind of like used to here when it comes to the strikes, the grapples, and the stuff like that, especially when it comes to on defense. So we'll go into a little bit what we see here. So first off, what we get is we get the controllers as it breaks it down. We get the grapple, which is I play on PlayStation, so it will be the X, and then we get heavy attack. No, grapple will be circle, excuse me, and then heavy attack will be X, and then light attack would be square, and then the block will be hold, and then they have reversal and a dodge. So the way they broke things down is you can grapple, and then after you grapple, you can push any of the heavy or light attacks to do any types of different kinds of grapples that they have. Then also they talk about, you know, the light attacks when it comes to the strikes and the different things you can do with that, which I think was cool. The gameplay is much faster between Damian Priest. At first, like when it first came on, I'm like, it looks the same. It does look the same, but however, you can tell that it moves faster. It moves a lot faster than other previous 2K games did, and that goes with how they have the combo system and how they have those things kind of breaking down. Then they have, when it comes to defense, this is what I was going at when it came to how it reminds me of a fighting game, because they have now something called like a breaker, and a breaker is more so along the lines where when you're in the middle of your combo, or you're in the middle of kind of like a grapple thing, you can break out of that. Because I play Mortal Kombat X, and there's a thing called breaker. And when somebody is comboing you and you can't get out of it, there's a breaker where you can stop the combo and hit and back them up. There's a we can hit and back up your opponent after you hit a breaker. So this is something similar. I'm not saying you'll be able to have the same kind of distance, but when you're in the middle of a combo, it's easy to break them off and break and reverse it that way. They also said dodge is a thing that you can do now, but it said it's more risky to do the dodge opposed to a block. The block is you hold, and you can reverse different strikes or different running attacks with the block. And along with the blocking, there's this simple reversal to help reverse for the finishers and the different grapples that way, that you can push the different kind of buttons, because now you're really going to have to know what your opponent is going to bring next to learn how to do better reversals. So this is going to be a gameplay mechanic that's going to come, that when the more you play the game, the better you'll get. It's like they want you to be able to pick up and play it, but the more you play it, the more better you get at it, type thing. So you don't come in there too hard. And same thing when they were saying about the dodge mechanics. It's kind of like when they talk about fight games, that there's certain things that's plus on block or minus on block, which I'm pretty sure if you guys play fighting games, you know what I'm talking about. Whereas if you try to dodge this move, it'll be kind of quick, but you can also catch yourself in something else, or like I said, you may have enough time to react. It all depends on what superstar it is. So I think they try to make everything very unique for the superstar. Then they talk about also that the different ways that the camera and the lighting goes, like when it zooms in during the gameplay. I like that also. And button mashing is back. Button mashing when it comes to kicking out. Now you will push like circle or A, depending on what system you're playing on, just to kick out until like it fills up this little meter bar. And also they talked about how the different weapons in the game is going to be used, and how, you know, candlesticks going to be broken and worn out like chairs and tables. The tables are going to break differently depending on how you go on to the table. I thought all that kind of stuff was kind of cool. It is a lot to take in. It is a lot to take in. So I had to watch the video. Like the first reaction to it, I was like, okay, cool. But then it's like I have to really watch this video to really try to break down everything that they were saying and understanding everything what they were saying. But once again, if you guys are like, I want to understand everything right now, this is something that you're really going to have to play the game and really learn how to get up in there and learn for yourself, stuff like that. Because like I said, everybody, the weight detection is bad. When they used Rey Mysterio to play as Damian Priest, he couldn't get Damian Priest up, so that is still there. So you obviously know that it's going to take a while for us to, you know, kind of get used to everything. Then we go down to the HUD, and we have a new thing here. So with the HUD, we have the vitality meter, which is obviously your meter where you it's like your health bar, okay? And then there's a special meter. This is the blue meter, which builds up to for your paybacks. I'm guessing OMGs. I didn't hear them say OMGs, or it's most like probably finishers. I don't know, but more so for like paybacks and your signature moves. And then the yellow bar is for your finishers, which you can store up to 3 finishers. So it's going back, you know, like I said, you know, we should do that on all those systems. Store up to like 3 finishers, obviously, but you can store the 3 finishers also with that. But now they took away the reversal bar. So before in other games you would have like 3, 4, or 5 different reversals, and you would just keep using reversals like that, and then you would wait till your opponent kind of runs out of reversals, and then you try to give them all the kind of attacks, and then try to do the finisher and try to do the signature finisher and call it a day. Well, that's not in this case no more, because now they're using the health bar meter so you can build up with a lot of combos, striking and running attacks, and the grapplers, because you can reverse anything. You could be at the end of the matchup, and obviously you can hit a break, like a combo breaker, and get yourself right back into it, which is something that I like for somebody who plays fighting games. You can be down at the very end, and then you can do different kinds of breakers and bounce right back into a fighting game, and it could be, it's cool like that. That's what I like about fighting games, and you can do that in this one. So you would have to stun your opponent. Along with that, their health bar, there's a stunt thing. So when they're stunned, kind of like if you play Street Fighter, you know, once that guard breaks and you're groggy, it's all game right there. So you got to focus up on that. So I like that kind of aspect of it. So they took away the reversal bars. So those are the new things when it comes to the HUD. And everything right now, there looked like there were a little bit of glitches at first of going on with the rope and certain things that you can do and what you can't do. Obviously, we're probably going to get more in February, because this is the last full month that we got before the game actually does come out. So, but what I've seen so far, I liked. And there was more, obviously, they talked about in the gameplay trailer, but I was like, I'm breaking down 2 videos. The stuff that we saw when it comes to like different entrances and things like that, that's going to be another video. But for this one, it's going to be just mostly focusing on the gameplay. And I was like, okay, so and they do kind of close-ups with like top rope moves and, you know, strong grapples and even pinfalls, so it gets you more into the action. The one negative that I do have from seeing this gameplay, I don't know if they're going to patch that up on a day 1 patch or anything. The pin is too slow. It's just a 1 and 2, like a very agonizing pin. Now I gotta say that it was a special referee and it was, you know, do something like that, but the pinfall is very, very agonizing. I'm just like, this is really getting on my nerves. I want to pick that up a little bit. So I'm not sure that's going to be a patch on day 1, but other than that, I am actually feeling all the stuff that they had showed in the trailer. I thought it looked nice. It really picked up the pace a little bit, and does have a little bit more arcadic style to it. And I like arcade games. I like fighting games, so that's up my alley. I will admit, everybody's not going to like it this way. It's going to take a while for people to get used to. There are people that just like simulation style games and don't want that messed up, and they just want a better simulation style. So if you play like a Fight Night or a UFC or any type of contact sport that has a simulation style fighting mechanic, it like they're trying to go away from that to bring a more arcadic, you know, battlegrounds or blitz or NBA street type of feel to it. So like I said, it all depends on your personal preferences, but that was just the gameplay video. So make sure you guys post down in the comments down below, what did you like about the gameplay overview? What are some things that you want to see more of, or were you happy with what you saw? Make sure you hit the subscribe button to get my other videos coming out today, along with my reaction of the whole thing, and of course my breakdown of what happened, what else we saw in the video, along with just seeing the gameplay. And hit that like button if you guys enjoy my videos and support here, and subscribe to NC Level Up to see the gaming of WWE 2K22, and subscribe to Nerd Coalition Studios for more WWE 2K22 news. So once again, this is NC, the place to be. Mr. A&D, and the Nerd Coalition is out.